Hello and welcome to another energized gaming video, and this one's not really gonna be very energized because I'm gonna talk about the four-wheel drive car handling in this game. And maybe this is just a skill issue because I haven't played Gran Turismo in a while, but look, it's understeery, and this is not how Impressors drive. Impressors are planted, grippy, fast, and just I want you to have a look and see the understeering. Sometimes it even oversteers. Not very understeery shooter, but this is very apparent in other. Look, the understeer's kicking in there, and I've got slicks on this, I think, and the slicks are more grippy than this. See, I need to bobble the throttle. Now what you really need to do is you need to turn it in whilst you're turning, whilst you're braking, and it'll either throw you off like that, or it'll perfect your corner by doing a power slide. And it's just, yeah, it's just non-existent, because four-wheel drive cars are one of my favourite types of cars. And they don't drive like this. For example, I'm going to go get the Audi R8. Let's go Catalonia with chicanes, and I think that this car's handling is just really an understeering mess, because if you look at it here, I'm going to stop talking and just let you watch. I might have a bit of commentary during this, but you're just gonna watch, mostly. As you can see there, I cannot get any power through there, and if I take the power off, I'll go sliding into the abyss, because wow, it's gotten loads of grip. And as you can see, I'm trying this again, and I need to basically not go on the power at all, and I need to correct myself multiple times through the corner to get through the corner, really. And here we are coming through one of the best corners on the track. As you can see there, understeer. Maybe the actual car handles like this. It probably doesn't, because it's German, over-engineered. But it's just, see, look, 60 miles per hour around here, it can do that. It's a wide corner, but no, you need to let off. Like that. I cannot go on the brakes on the turn. Meanwhile, on the Subaru, it was, you go on the brakes, you oversteer. This is understeer. And it's just something that's with all of the four-wheel drive cars, and for some reason it's not really on the Japanese ones, and I do not know why, because I'm going to go change car. For example, the 911 Turbo S, even though it's German, really goes four-wheel drive. I drove that in my 100 subscriber video. GTR. I haven't driven this around a circuit race in a while, so I'm going to try that around the same track and see if it is good or bad with the turns, and see if it's one of the good four-wheel drive cars or one of the bad ones. And I'm not saying this with any of the real life ones. I love most of these cars, like the Subaru, the Turbo S, the Audi. I love most of these cars, most if not all. And I turn in, it's actually good until I get on the power, it starts oversteering. And then, if you go more than 70, it starts understeering like crazy. That is something that I find with these cars. And because this is such a high power car, because I've upgraded it to 900, it's just, for example, like that, understeer. That is something that I get a lot with these four-wheel drive cars, which in reality are really well made, really well handling, and I just get this. Like that. Go on the power for a little bit, oversteer. It's quite good for look, like that. I can't tap on the brakes without it braking. Without it understeering like crazy, like that. I can't go on the brakes. For example, let's try a different track. Let's try, I don't really know, something like Suzuka. No, not Suzuka, that's too thin and short. What tracks can we try? Something in Europe, I think. How about Spa? Because I quite a while ago drove my I drove my 876 horsepower Murcielago around here, this gold one, and it was not nice to drive. I was basically sweating after it. And once again, I don't know if it's just a skill issue because I haven't played the game in a while. For example, I'm going to try the R32 in the afternoon, Spa, and you should see here the understeer kicking in and it not being able to grip until I either brake, which then just obliterates everything and it just goes all wobbly or just goes straight, or like this, so understeering. Also, I just want you to listen. It's just so good. Okay, we're gonna try to do Eau Rouge. See, look, understeer's crazy. There we go. It's good through the high speed power corners, but not so much through the lower speed ones like this. I need to try my absolute best. I need to use almost all of the power that engine can offer to just get it to turn, and then half the time it oversteers and then I need to correct it, and then that happens with every single low speed corner. And like this, for example, I need to go on the power to be able to turn it and stick drift there, and to be able to get it through the corner, really. And it's just these kind of things. I will drive a rear-wheel drive car after this. See, look, understeers like crazy. I go on the power because I'm in third gear. It won't work, and I find this with because the rear-wheel drive cars, they're oversteery. The front-wheel drive cars are better somehow than the four-wheel drive cars, but worse than the rear-wheel drive cars because they still understeer, but less than the four-wheel drives. And I'm gonna drive something like a MP4. And the four-wheel drive cars are probably the worst in this game because I don't think that the physics model works, really. I don't think it works. Either next update you overhaul it and make four-wheel drive cars better handling, a bit like the rear-wheel drive cars because they handle great, most of them. Or you make the four-wheel drive cars have the rear-wheel drive cars physics, which will make them oversteery, but have them so they still spin at all four wheels. Because I think I find that I forgot this car had so much power. I forgot this car had so much power. And because no! See, the rear-wheel drive ones are oversteery, and they don't really allow you to have power in the low-speed corners, and they understeer during braking, but they understeer less than the four-wheel drives, and yeah, so I cannot do the brakes for that corner. Oh god. And they don't really let you drive at the limit. It's either just I'm having a skill issue because I haven't played the game in a while, or these cars need fixing. It's one of the two. And as you can see here, through Eau Rouge, no problem in the braking zones, no problem in the turn. In fact, I can get some power in on the turn. And watch this as we go through the next turn. I'm going flat out here, 180 miles per hour. I slow down, and watch this. The rear-wheel drive cars have a bit of a problem too, but most of them, you're in third gear, you're fine, unless you're in something like a Tomahawk, which are also four-wheel drive. Some of them. Not all of them, but some of them. And if you have the car set at like, I don't know, 50-50, which is what I have the Subaru set on, I think it does stop it a little bit, but it does not like get rid of it. You still have the issue, so I really do think that needs fixing. And as you can see there, perfect through that, because it's rear-wheel drive and not four. And I am not driving it easily at all. You can see a bit of a slide there, that's all you'll get. But with the four-wheel drive cars, they are almost uncontrollable. That is quite annoying, with the add-on of the fact on how I like four-wheel drive cars. I drive them quite a lot in this game, and it's either, yeah, the physics need to get changed on them, because, for example, I like them so much. People who like rally probably don't like them so much, and they just don't handle like the actual ones. And if Gran Turismo is going to be a sim racing game, then the cars need to be realistic. And yeah, so I'm going to end the complaints here. Anyways, that was the video. Hope you liked it. It was a bit boring.